Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new battle report, and we are going to play again Warhammer 40,000 9th edition. We are going to do a game of 2,000 points of, see, my Adepta Sororitas against Necrons this time. So, yeah, I'm trying to practice a lot with my Adepta Sororitas, get used to them, and try to learn more and more how to play with this army. So this time I did some variations, although I keep my three exorcists. I think this is the back column of the backbone of my army, right? So I'm going to test to have two canones, one with the blaze blade and the inferno pistols. Is the close combat lady, the one that only can be wounded on 4+, so he will have two, one relic and one warlord trait. She's going to be the warlord, and the objective of her is to be in close combat and try to do as much damage as possible in close combat. Then I have the canoness with office road, basic canoness just to give this repeat once to hit. The objective is to have her close to my at least one of the exorcists, if possible two, so just to give the to use her aura, and then I will have Celestine, another close combat, and also to give the aura to protect the different units of Sisters of Battle. Uh, in troops, I will have 3 units of Sisters, one of 6 with Melta and Multi-Melta, one of 5 with the Stone Bolter and Heavy Bolter, and one of 6 with a Flamer and Heavy Flamer. And then on Elite, I will try again a double Imagifer. I will check, I will play with 5 Sephirim, 6 Repentia, and 1 Hospitalier. Okay, and then in fast attack, 5 Dominion with 4 Meltagans, so 2 units of 5 Dominion with 4 Meltagans and a Seraphim. Seraphim will go with Inferno Pistol and Flammer Pistol. And then a heavy support, as I said, the 3 Exorcists, and then as a transport I will have the Immolator with Heavy Flamer. I also add again Ephrael and Kiganil. I think they are quite a nice disruptive unit, although in the last battle was not super amazing, but I think they do the job they have to do, some disruption and then cause some yeah, distraction to the enemy. Okay, so the objective is just to advance with all the sisters on foot with the support of the exorcist and try to use the characters to protect my units with the auras. The Necrons will this is the army of my opponent, so they will play with the dynasty of Mefrit. In HQ, they will have a Catacomb Command Barge and 2 Technomancers, as the Catacomb Command Barge have to be the Warlord. On troops, we have 10 Immortals with Tesla, 12 Warriors with the Gauss, and another unit of 20 Warriors with Gauss, the standard Gauss. And then in elites, 5 Deathmark and a 3 Starker. Fast attack, 9 Canopet Scarbat Swarms, the 6 Canoptech Wraith, and as a heavy support, the 6 Locust Destroyers, and then 1 flyer, this will be the Doomside. So we have a good combination of shooting and close combat, and yeah, it's going to be quite an interesting battle. Well, we are going to play the mission Overrun, and as a secondary, I decide to take engaging all fronts, raise the banners high. I think the raise the banners high is something that is working well with my Sisters of Battle army. As I have the characters, they can use the raising the banners. While we stand we fight, I will see if I can survive with my exorcist. Normally I have 1 or 2 exorcists at the end of the battle, so it should be feasible. My opponent took as a secondary objective engaging all fronts as well. Assassinate, as I have so many characters. This is the weak point of my army, that I have so many characters that the opponent can use assassinate against me quite effectively. And then code of combat. And with that, now I will pass to the deployment. So here we are in the deployment phase. So we are going to play Overrun, and the secondary objective we have is raise the banner high. Then I have for the Sisters of Battle, let me just take the paper one moment. So I have raise the banners high, engaging all fronts, and while we stand we fight with the three exorcists. The Necrons as a secondary have assassinate, engage in all fronts, and combat code. Okay, so let's make a look on the armies. So here we have the Necrons, and we have the objective. You can see these white markers. So let's make a look on the Necrons. Here we have the flyer, some Necron warriors, the immortals, the overlord in barge. We have the stalker, scarps, this cannot death race, and the destroyers. So you see the red and silver Necrons. Then we have here my Sisters of Battle army. So I have here the Canoness with the one exorcist, and then we have one of the Magifers there, and a unit of 5 sisters, the other exorcist, a unit of Dominion. There we have the Repentient side, and then we have here the different units of Sisters of Battle, and then the other exorcists. And then there in Deep Strike we have the death marks, and as well on Deep Strike we have one of Deep Strike, but coming from reserve from the side of the board we have the Kiganil and Ephrael. So we're going to start. We need to roll now to see who is who have the first turn. So we roll here on camera. A roll of 3 and a 4. So I guess the Necrons will go first. So we are here at the end of the turn 1 from the Necrons. So a lot of shooting on the Sisters of Battle here, and I had to use common points to pass the moral checks. So I use the ability of the Hospitaller, the stratagem, that I ignore the wounds to do the leadership test, and here I did the same courage to save these 2 sisters. So he shot and he can kill 1 unit here of 5 and reduce this unit to 1 and this unit to 1. In this side the shooting did 4 wounds on this exorcist, and then this exorcist is down to just 2 wounds remaining. Okay, and the charge phase he tried to charge with the scarps on this Dominion, and he failed the charge. So now we go to the turn 1 for the Sisters of Battle. He scored 3 points for 2 points for being on all fronts, and I think that's all right. And we go now to the turn for the Sisters. So we are at the end of the turn 1 of the Sisters of Battle. So what happened is I shot down the flyer with the survival sisters here. So I used the what's called this the dog to revive one of the Hospitalier, to revive one of the Sisters of Battle with the Melta, and then here I advance and I put the Seraphim in close combat to be able to score as well, to be in all fronts. So I scored 3 points for the secondary because I also have my Canoness here fighting with the Wraiths. Okay, I have done 0 wounds in the combat, and he did 0 wounds to me. And then the rest of the shooting, killed some Scarabs, I killed 2 destroyers, and I also killed some immortals here. So we go now to the turn 2 for the Necrons. So we are at the end of the turn 2 of the Necrons. So first we start here. They have killed the Canoness, and I use the Miracle Intervention to bring her back. So she is back to the field. Here they have a charge and onto my Sisters of Battle and also my tank. But the problem is he made a mistake in the coherency. He lost 2 wraiths due to lost the coherency here, and then I managed to survive with 3 sisters and the Magifer. I have to roll for the leadership. Yeah. I have lost 3, so I have leadership 8. With a 4, I pass. Okay. Then here, they are also in combat. I just lost 2, I have 7. I can also fail here. 3, I pass as well on this leadership here, and the Dominion are holding the combat with this, the Scarps. And there, they just killed the Seraphins. And I was very lucky in the shooting, so he shoot a lot on these sisters, but I pass all the saves, so I make an excellent saving. So we go now to the turn 2 for the Sisters of Battle. I have scored at the beginning of my turn 10 points because I'm controlling 3 objectives, and I have 3 banners. So now we go to the turn 2 for the Sisters. So we are at the end of the turn 2 of the Sisters of Battle. So what happened here in the shooting phase, or in the movement phase, I retreat the sisters that were in combat with the Wraiths. Okay, I keep her in combat with the destroyers. There I keep the combat, and here I advance with all the sisters, and I consolidate here around the objective. Okay, in the shooting phase, I killed the immortals that were here, and I did some casualties on the warriors, and I killed one of the destroyers there, and then in the shooting phase I also killed all the wraiths that were there. Okay, then we went to the combat phase. In the fight phase, the canoness save again with thanks to the film of pain, and I killed one of the wraith in retaliation. There nothing happens, and here the Zephyrin kill all the warriors, and here in the charge I kill a big bunch of the warriors as well. So we go now to the turn 3 for the Necrons, and let's see what goes on. We are here at the end of the turn 3 of the Necrons. So in the shooting they have killed the Celestine, and she is back now with full wounds. And then there is the 2 Repentia surviving. They have disengaged from combat. And here I have these 2 ladies. I lost 3 of them killed by the Overlord on the barge. Okay, and then on this side the combat continues, no changes. Okay, and here they have killed the Canoness, but the Canoness have absorbed the shooting of all the death marks, and then the shooting of these guys. So now we go to the turn 3 for the Sisters of Battle, and let's go. So at the end we decide to stop the battle here. It's a victory for the Sisters of Battle. The Necrons concede because I have killed all the destroyers there. Here I killed the Cryptid with the Celestine. It's not. We were removing and I killed some more Necrons. And in this flank, I killed 2 of the Death Marks. So Kikanil was appearing from this side with Ephrael, and I killed 2 of them. The destroyers were killed by the tank, and I also killed the Stalker. So he conceded, as I had the control of almost all my deployment zone plus the flanks. The only place where we have a battle here, and here the sisters will keep fighting with the Scarabs. So it's at we were in a score not that difference, but now in the next time I will have been scored. He was scoring 5 points, then I was scoring 15 points most likely, because it was difficult for him to remove me from the objective, and for sure at the end we had on. Okay, it's 29 to 50 in the recap, and we stopped in turn 3. Okay, so we were 29-50 and we were stopping in turn 3. So we have to, my opponent decided to concede at this point. So it was an interesting battle. I hope you have enjoyed, and as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye. So this is, as I said, the final result at turn 3, so most likely we were able to do more points, but as my opponent decided to concede the battle at this point. So turn 3, Sister Battle have scored 50 points for 29 on the Necrons. And it was quite. I think what was the turn 2 was the the decision point, right? When the inflection point, when the Sisters of Battle start having the upper hand. Quite happy with the result. Uh, and yeah, keep learning how to play Sisters of Battle. So I hope I can bring more battle reports to the channel. And as usual, yeah, you can support the channel just by sharing, watching, liking, and also I have a Patreon. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching this video and see you again later. Bye.